Alright, how's everybody doing? So we on to the next one. I told you guys the other day everything that was with this. We have a few more things: oil level sensor, TPS sensor, all the little things to just do the job. Oil filter housing. Um, yeah, I believe that's it. Obviously, when you order from FCP Euro, you get everything. It literally comes with new axle bolts for literally even the motor mounts, everything. So yeah, we're gonna get this one tackled. I'm gonna start on it now. Start by draining oil, and going from there. Yesterday, bought my daughter's little four-wheeler and my son a little dirt bike. Still haven't had time for them to ride them. It's been cold for the past couple days, so but yeah, they were super excited. They got their helmets and everything to match. So the girls got pink helmets. Kai got himself a green helmet. And yeah, so but let me tackle this job real quick and I'll keep you guys updated how this goes. Should be a very smooth job. It's not a hard job at all. So I'll just keep you guys updated and we'll go from there. Alright, so this one's basically done. I would have been done with it yesterday, but the mechatronic sleeve, we opted to go and change that out. So because of that, we needed to do fluid and drop the pan. So I had to go to BMW this morning and buy all that stuff to get this done. So that took me today to get that figured out. Also, I had court this morning for my son, and I get him 50-50 during the summertime, so that's awesome. But yeah, these customers are amazing. Just want to say thank you guys. You guys really made this a breeze. Sometimes it's not just the mechanic's job to make this easy. Sometimes it's the customer's job to make things easy as well, and they definitely did a great job. So if you guys are watching this, thank you very much. But yeah, mechatronic sleeves done. Routine maintenance, they do a great job on their maintenance, because we changed this and it probably didn't even need to be changed, but it's not even that bad compared to what I put in there. They don't even look very different. These are all the bolts for the under trays. But yeah, also their oil filter, look at this. It literally looks like they never used it. The fact that it just has oil on it, you know what I mean? But it still looks brand new. Even the rag looks clean still. It was the green fluid from Liquid Moly, so they do use good quality oil. TPMS sensor, oil level sensor, both the motor mounts, the bushings for the sway bar, and obviously that. I might be forgetting what else, because I feel like I did a billion things on this. Oh yeah, oil filter housing, oil pan gaskets. But yeah, this is pretty much ready to go. Gonna wrap it up. But yeah, I just wanted to go on a little rant about how sometimes the customers can help make this job a little easier. So like I said, thank you to you guys. You guys will be very happy with the job. So yeah, other than that, let's get this wrapped up. I do want to pull in my daughter's X5 and work on that. Try to get it situated real quick. Then I have a Jeep, and then I can start on the wagon build. So that's what I'm trying to hustle for, and I'm trying to hurry up and get this all situated, because I'm dying to do that wagon build. I really want to do it, but bills got to get paid, so I gotta keep these small jobs coming in pretty quick. So hopefully I can clear everything for about 2 months and not pull nothing in, and just focus on all the big jobs I have. The wagon build, the N54 build, the Subaru build. I have a 64 Impala build that I need to complete. So yeah, needless to say, there's lots of content coming up, you know what I mean? But yeah, really, like I said, we just gotta keep pushing and keep grinding, you know. Want to thank everybody who's been watching so far. It's not the biggest audience, but you know, it gets the job done and it helps a lot. Just, you know, keep me motivated to keep doing this, you know what I mean? To see people are interested and stuff like that is awesome, you know. I've been doing body and paint work for 20 years now. I know I look young, but I'm 36 years old. I have a 19-year-old daughter. She's about to be 20 in April. I'll be 37 in April. Yeah, so I've been doing paint and body for 20 years, and I've been doing mechanical side for 18 years. So, you know, this stuff to me is not new to me. These newer cars, they have a little bit of learning curves just because, you know, it's new stuff. They change things around, like the B58s and the B48s, all that stuff that's usually on, you know, the bottom of these cars over here is now on the side of, you know, under the intake manifold, and you know, just stuff like that. It's little things change, but you know, the concepts always stay the same, you know what I mean? When you're doing major things, you pay attention to torque specs and sequences and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, I love doing this stuff. You know, it keeps me happy, makes me feel like I'm not working, you know what I mean? And that's the important thing. It makes me feel like, you know, I'm giving people things that they need done. They're happy at the end of the day, and you know, it helps me feed my kids and keep a roof over their head, you know. So I appreciate all my customers. I have a lot of loyal continuously coming back for, you know, different cars and different things, and you know, and I want to give a shout out to all of them too, you know. A lot of my friends come to me for work, you know, and it's just a blessing to do all this stuff. So, but yeah, just to look at the engine bay, it's all cleaned up after, you know, you could literally eat off of this car if you wanted to. No joke, it's so nice. Even the bottom is just as clean, you know what I mean? So everything I touch gets cleaned before it goes back on, and once I'm done, I always spray the bay and get it, you know, looking decent, you know. So I don't go too crazy. I just make it look nice enough to be happy, you know. But yeah, enough about the rant. I'll just keep you guys posted. This car should be leaving tonight, and that's about it. All right, go ahead, Lev. I think you gotta put the key in the dash, baby. There you go. Gotta get that mixed fire fixed, but I already got the part for it. It's just a V&RAUTOMOTIVE solenoid, so get that swapped out, get it cleaned up today. I bought a bunch of stuff to try to buff out this paint and see how good we could get it. So here's the before. Keep in mind, I'm making my daughter do it, so it might not come out the best, but it'll definitely be better than this, and I'm definitely gonna guide her, you know, in the right direction. So, but that was her first time starting it. Brand new battery. Good to go on that aspect, at least. Huh? Oh, we'll go get some right now. It's the misfire, baby. Yeah. But yep. I had this on just to open the back, because the trunk wouldn't open without that being on there. So, but yep. And then here's my next project real quick. This door blending into the door and fender real quick. So we're back on body work for the time being. Let me put these tools down real quick. Get her to move that car up. My brakes for the E550 just got here, so that's nice. Go ahead and pull it right in front of the garage, love. All the little stuff that's missing on this car we have off that other car. So parking sensor, little reflector light, and yeah. As I was taping up this car, you could tell it's never been painted before, right? This is a lease. She got it literally with 0 miles, or maybe a couple miles. She literally got it brand new. So unless at one point during transportation something happened to this door or something, I don't think it's ever been resprayed. But that's like a whole ass piece of dirt in the panel from the factory. Stupid. Yeah, it's hard to see it. There you go. But that's literally under the clear coat. So yeah, kind of crazy. Just wanted to show that though, because even the factory sometimes is not perfect, you know what I mean? But usually they'll get shit out like that. They have like it's called a denibber, and they'll take that kind of shit out. But somehow that got passed through. So just wanted to show that real quick. Alright, so this prep is basically done. Light skim on the door just to get rid of any waviness that was in there, little scratches, stuff like that. But everything else is basically just to blend. There was a tiny dent there, took care of that. But yeah, we're gonna get this blended as good as we can. About to cover it with plastic right now and get ready to prime it. I use this really good Silco product. It's a fast hardener. And so there's one that dries a little faster than this, but this one's like the perfect medium. This one's about an hour dry. They have one that's like 15 minutes dry, ready to sand type shit, but it's also like double the price. So this one works good for me. Thinner to thin it out. It's all specific for this brand. You cannot use like a different type of thinner. Ask me how I know. Yeah, that was not fun. Wasted like a whole quart of that primer, and it's not cheap. But and it was not because I didn't have the right thinner. I just accidentally mixed up the thinner for the primer with the thinner for the clear coat. Yeah, and it was no bueno. But yeah, this one's pretty much done. While this is drying, I'll probably head outside and try to buff my daughter's car, a little spot of it. She did the whole inside today. She actually left right now to go pick up her boyfriend from work, and then they'll be back. We'll eat dinner, and then we'll be back on all of this by that point. So this car will be ready for paint tonight, and yep, be good to go. Got a little bit of more scuffing to do, but I'll do all that once I'm doing the primer scuff. So but yeah, got that all prepped up, ready for primer. Back taped this way so we're not getting no overspray inside right there. Same with the whole bottom. Taped inside. Taped inside. So we're not getting overspray anywhere unnecessary. But yeah, it's a little cold in here real quick, so I'm gonna throw on the heater, let it warm up a little bit while I start prepping for this primer right now. So let's get it. So this is how this one works. If you do 5 1-to-1, you could start sanding within 20 to 30 minutes as long as it's 60 degrees. And if you do 3-to-1, it's about an hour. So today we're gonna do 5 1-to-1, and yeah, I want to get this done a little sooner. I want this car done tonight, so I'm gonna do the 5 1-to-1 today. And what I usually do is the 3-to-1. So we'll do the 5-to-1 today and get this painted and ready to go. I love this primer. It is so awesome. It's gonna cover any imperfections that I did not manage to, make perfect. This will fill them in and, get the pothole, like the little pinholes if there's any. But on this, I use glaze on most of my stuff. That's just little skims. So you're not gonna have any of those pinholes at all. But the little bit of sand scratches that are still there, they will be taken away. They'll be filled with that primer very easily. So I'm gonna mix this up and get to prime. Hi, beautiful. No, you don't feel like saying hi? Alright, whatever then. Alright, we're about to get ready to paint. Baby girl's about to have to go inside. All the prime's done. I just hit it with my secret sauce. I ain't telling nobody what it is, but just know there ain't gonna be no grease, no fish eyes, no nothing in here. But yep, I'm about to mix up this paint and get to spraying right now. So I'll show you guys what the product comes out like when I'm all done.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All done. Such a good blend. Very, very happy with how this came out. Can't even lie. So I'll let this dry overnight, and this will be ready for pickup from the customer tomorrow. So, like I said, I'm very happy, very pleased with it. This isn't even wet sand or buff. This is just straight out the gun. So I highly doubt they'll even care to have it wet sand and buffed. Right now, to me, it almost looks like a factory orange peel. You know what I mean? So it'll probably match the rest of the car really well. And if you wet sand and buff this, then it's gonna look nicer than the rest of the car. So I'm just gonna end up leaving it how it is. It's going back to the dealership anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And yeah, those customers, they will also be happy. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna call it a night tonight. Tomorrow might see what's going on with just fixing my daughter's car and getting that up and going for her. Just make it a full day of that probably. So but for now, I'm gonna end this one, and a couple cars down, a couple customers that are gonna be happy. The other customers are happy. They already messaged me today and were telling me thank you very much and everything. So like I said, I'm sure they'll be happy as well, and I'm gonna have a good night and go eat and enjoy the rest of the night with my babies, my wife. My oldest is here right now, so we're gonna enjoy the rest of the night, and I'll make another video soon, and hopefully you guys will tune in to that. So have a good night.